Okay, so today I'm going to walk you through how to find the courses that are available for you and also where to find the curriculum guides in your Google Drive. First thing you want to do is go over to qcsd.org/compass and then log in with your teacher username and password. And then once this opens up, you're going to go to the Courses and Assignments tab. That's listed right up here. And click on that and head to the Assignment Archive. Now, you'll notice that the availability defaults to My Assignments, so change that to My School and keyword search for QCSD. You're going to get 4 hits so far as the time of this tutorial was made, and you can see right here, if I zoom in a little bit, that right here is the Math 7, 8, and 9, and here's also another one for QC, for Keystone Anchors for Biology. That's not you. So if you want a preview of the course, simply click on the link, and then in this space here, we're going to see an overall preview of the Math 7 course. You can see the decision points have been added. These icons represent self-selecting so that the kids can move around. You can move the kids around however you want to. Non-linearly, you don't have to go in order. The only time you have to go in order is when you get into a lesson level folder, such as this one, or this one here, or this one here, where you have a lesson and quiz pair. So at this level, that's where you have to go in sequential order by doing the lesson first and then the evidence afterwards. So that's the only restriction. Everything else, you can hop anywhere you need to go, and you can see the length of the course put together for you. Also, periodically, you'll see some resources that are available to you that you might want to explore too. For example, here's some worksheets. And if you click on these are PDFs, and you'll see them open up for you too. They're not associated with every activity, but there are some in here that you might want to explore. Let's go back to a normal zoom, and we'll get out of here. And of course, naturally, to assign, you'd click on the box, and you'd click Assign to Students. What this does, it opens up the listing of the class folders that you probably have set up already, and the student accounts that you've moved into those class folders as well, at which point you can batch assign to the entire class and all the students in there, or pick and choose the different students from the class that you want to assign to, and so on and so forth. Now, how do we find them in your, how do we find the curriculum guides that you want to pass out to the students maybe or just use for yourself? Well, that can be found if you head over to your Google Drive account. So I'm going to log right into it directly. And I'm going to sign as a different user. There we go. Right. Now, when you come into this area where you're going to look, because I'm sharing the documents with you, you're going to look for the Shared with Me area. And that's where you're going to click on and find the things that I'm going to show you now. But because they're originating from my account, I have them filed in this curriculum folder here. Okay. Terrific. Now what you'll see here are the Math 7, 8, and 9 curriculum guides. Here's that science one as well. So these are the 4 courses that we saw matched over here in the assignment archive. Oops. There we go. Now what you don't want to do is make the mistake of clicking right on the link. Because what the browser will do, it will try its best to open it up and display what it thinks the file should look like, but this is a pretty nicely formatted file here, and the browser is kind of sort of messing it up. It has the different page orientation and everything like that. So I'm going to close out of this, and the preferred way of opening the files is by clicking on it, and you'll notice that you get a new tool set as soon as you click on it. Here you go. So I'm going to bring down these 3, and once I click those boxes, I put a tick in each one of those, I go to the More and I select Download. It says, hey, you're going to convert and download these? Yep, you want those selected items, and you hit Download. Now you're going to watch, once the zipping process is complete, you're going to watch your browser because it's going to do some type of action. pay attention to it because that'll be the cue to you that the file has downloaded to your computer. Then you just have to find it wherever you've told your browser to save it. Oh, terrific. I just got notification that my browser is done with it. And I told it to save it on the desktop. And there's that folder that contains the 3 different files. Now, when we take a look at them here, you'll notice the difference I was talking about if you open them up right from your local computer. You'll see the formatting I was mentioning earlier. And here it is. So you can see there's a spot up here for a name. There's this completed if you want the students to check off which ones they've done or not so that they can have basic foundations of pacing and goal setting in there too. If we take a look at the print preview, we can see a little closer that at the bottom of every page is listed in the footer the page and then the file name too, just in case the pages get unattached from each other. And you can also see the hierarchy here with this vertical alignment of the nesting of these lines. So for example, here's the big idea. It's capital letters and boldface. The next line area in is going to be the learning target, and inside of that you're going to find the activities associated with that. Big idea, learning target, and then here's the name of the folder that contains the lesson level activities. Here's the name of the folder that contains the lesson level activities, and so on and so forth. So again, just download the files from Google Drive to your computer and open them from the computer, and you'll have them displayed exactly the way they were intended to be displayed. Good luck, and have a good time mathing it up with your students.